Yeah. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Child, sorry about the silence, but this is so much tea going on today. But anyway, child, we got to talk about my girl Wendy. In case you guys don't know, Wendy, I am a Wendy Williams fan. I will love Wendy forever, right? But honey, Wendy's besties and good Judy's is wondering where in the world is Wendy Williams, right? Well, honey, I think I done found out. So let's get into it, right? So, um, for a while now, we know that Wendy has been experiencing health problems. She recently, not too long ago, well, I guess a little while now, months ago, she went into a very strenuous drug rehabilitation center out of the country. I believe it was Sweden, right? And so but Wendy has been off these streets the whole winter. We miss seeing Wendy in her honey her short shorts with her furs on during the wintertime walking these New York streets, right? So like I said, her friends been looking for her. JasonLee has been looking for his good Judy. As a matter of fact, he's wondering where Wendy is. He misses Wendy. He loves Wendy. So JasonLee made a post not too long ago asking about Wendy, and letting us know, why he loves and adores Wendy. He says, this is from Jason Lee. He said, I ran across an old text from Wendy. He said, she refused to use the iPhone I bought her. That's so Wendy, right? When I released my book, God Must Have Forgotten About Me. She was so sweet. She went on to talk about the book and me on her show, the Wendy Williams show, y'all, several times. She said the way Wendy Williams poured, he said the way Wendy Williams poured into me when I was on my come up, it would never be lost on me, right? Oh, that's so sweet. He said, I am outraged. I have no clue where she is or how she's doing. Love you, Wendy. Hashtag free Wendy, right? So Jason Lee's wondering where Winter Wendy is, right? And also her friend, Mrs. Jones, that works in New York City, around there to the 97.7 the block. Mrs. Jones and Wendy have been close for years, to the point to where Kelvin Hunter tried to, pretty much separate not only Miss Jones, and Wendy from being friends. He also did that to Charlemagne the God. He tried to push everybody away from Wendy, right? But her friends might have backed away because of Kelvin, but they started to embrace her again when they finally, when Wendy and Kelvin finally, broke up and got divorced. So, but Mrs. Jones, in an interview a while ago, um, she had, a story to tell about Kevin, a true story, and it's kind of scary, right? And so she said she's assisting during her radio day. She says during the conversation, this is Miss Jones talking about Wendy, right? Miss Jones was asked about her past issues with Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. Jones revealed that Hunter allegedly tried to put a hit out on her while she was on vacation in Aruba, child. I was like, what? She says she found out about the alleged murder hit, ooh, child, within the first day of her trip, and that the government didn't do anything to protect her. She's talking about the Aruban government. She thought they may have gave her security or something like that, but child, they didn't do it at all. She goes on to say that, dang it. Goes on to say that, sorry about that. She goes on to say that while she confirmed that Wendy had nothing to do with it, Miss Jones goes on to say that some people in Kevin and Wendy's camp knew about the alleged hit and did not give her a warning. Child, they didn't even give her a heads up, child. And she would, she didn't know, she felt the way about that for years. But after Kevin and Wendy broke up, her and Wendy got back together again. And since they have been good friends. So Miss Jones hadn't heard from Wendy either, and she was, wondering what was going on with her. She was worried about her, and so she went to. She says in a Hot 94 interview a couple of days ago, a few days ago, she said that she went to Wendy's condo, and when she went inside the building, security, of course, was there, and security told her that you're a couple of months too late. And she was like, "What you mean by that?" Basically, those are my words. But he told her that Wendy had after she left the facility, she went to Florida to stay with family for a while, right? And so Miss Jones said she went snooping around and talked to some other people in the building. And they also confirmed that Wendy had been, recouping in Florida with her son, as well as family members. I think that's a good thing. Wendy's trying to get healthy again. Wendy's got, new shows coming up. And honey, she needs to be at the top of her game, child, at the top of her game. But we are never going to count Wendy out. Um, but I'm glad, like I said, she went to be with her family, right? And so that's a good thing. So we are praying for Wendy continuously. You know what I mean? She is always in my prayers. I hope she's in you guys' prayers forever, forever and for real. But like I said, she got several projects coming up. At one point in time, they said she was spotted running around New York, honey, in these restaurants, with a 30-person crew. I'm talking mics, cameras, and everything. So some people were thinking that she was doing a reality show, but she's got several projects in the works. But none of them is a reality show. So we're gonna have to see what that was about. And we also know for sure it has been confirmed that Wendy is supposed to be doing a podcast on Sirius XM. The podcast has not been launched yet, but it is in the works. So I guess when Wendy comes off of her sabbatical, she's gonna be at work around there to the Hot 97. I'm sorry, to Sirius XM, right? And I can't not wait to be listening to her podcast, right? So anyway, child, we got to talk about Kevin and the mistress and the side chick, right? So rumor has it that allegedly Kevin Hunter and his side chick baby mama, his ex fiance, um have fallen upon hard times. You guys might not know this, but for a long time now, Wendy's accounts have been frozen through Wells Fargo, and they can't get to any of the monies. Kevin was when they went through divorce court, he was asking for alimony due to his years of marriage. The alimony was denied, so he's not gotten any type of money for that. Um, and so they've had to downsize. I don't even know if him and old girl is together anymore. But honey, I got some tea. So let me tell you what's going on with them, right? So, but like I said, I told y'all about the Wells Fargo stuff. So they've been forced to downsize because they can no longer access Wendy's money. And Kevin is said that allegedly Kevin Hunter is going to court for over 20,000. He's over $20,000 in credit card debt that he's got to be cleared up, and the creditors are coming for him, honey. They want their monies, right? Now, when it comes to Miss Shireen, um, the ex side chick, now baby mama, she's going through Wendy went ran dry withdrawals as well, right? So shortly after Wendy and Kelvin got divorced and they had their child, Kevin had when he still had access to Wendy's money, he bought her a $80,000 engagement ring, right? A $80,000 engagement ring, right? And so, but and then they were still living off of Wendy's money, even though they had been divorced. It was a lot going on, right? But honey, things have changed again because Miss Serena is being sued by TJ Maxx. Y'all hear me? She done went from an $80,000 ring, riding in the best cars, living in a big home, to being sued by a TJ Maxx child over a $3,000 unpaid credit card bill, child. Yes, $3,000 at TJ Maxx, child. I'm like, oh Lord, no, you didn't, girl. And I'm wondering, did she have to sell that ring to pay her debts, child? What happened to the ring? That they bought off of Wendy's money. Can't get to the money now, can they? So things have changed. And Kelvin also downsized, and she is also calling him a deadbeat dad. Shireena is the side chick slash baby mama. She's calling him a deadbeat dad. She says that he's not taking care of their child that they had together. So I'm assuming that they're split up now that she's calling him a deadbeat dad or whatnot. But like I said, Wendy is in Florida with her family as well as her son. and she is getting better this whole time. It looks like Wendy got the last laugh, you know what I mean, from where I'm standing, even though she was truly hurt and Kevin treated her bad and used her for years. At one point in time, now I'm wondering about Wendy's illness, right? We all know that Wendy, had to go in rehab for her alcohol addiction, I'm saying allegedly. And then she's had health problems. Some of those health problems she talked about on the Wendy Williams show, you know. But at one point in time, well, Wendy's staff, a couple of years ago, Wendy's staff, they hadn't seen her in days, right? So that, well, this is after Wendy found out about Kevin getting Shireena, the side chick, pregnant, because Wendy had been knowing for years that he was cheating on her. But the only thing she asked him to do was not get her pregnant, because if she got her pregnant and they had a child, she was going to divorce him. Well, he got her pregnant, and when he divorced him, right? So, before she filed for divorce and anything, they hadn't seen her in a couple of days after this news came out. So the people on her staff around there to the Wendy Williams show called the police and asked them to do a what do you call it, a well check for Wendy Williams. So the police went to the house. They demanded to see Wendy. He said that Wendy was sick. She was not feeling good, and all this and all that. Anyway, the police got her out of the house and took her to the hospital. Right after that, she filed for divorce. Right. So I wondered, like, what was he doing to Wendy in that house? Like, nobody's ever said anything. They said that allegedly she looked really frightened, but thank God, her staff called to do a well check, because who knows, what was going on in that house, right? And so, I think that's a good thing. So that turned out, but Kevin, he ain't living high off the hog on Wendy's money anymore, child. And so hopefully, maybe before the winter's over, we'll get to see Winter Wendy back in her shorts again, honey, doing her shows. I cannot wait. Wherever she is doing, I will be tuning in, and hope you guys will also. Anyway, that's all I got about my girl Wendy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please hit that notifications bell so that you will be notified when I drop some more of this juicy tea. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Do you think Wendy is going to eventually be well enough to do her Sirius XM show as well as her other projects? I think she will. I think she's getting better. Our prayers goes up to Wendy. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section below. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace.